Boys, howdy, howdy. Happy week 8. Welcome to our recap. What a day today was, actually. Today was a pretty gnarly day in our fantasy world. Lots of trades. Today's the trade deadline, I believe. I believe today is the last day. So I didn't get to see. I was wishing there was going to be some more trades, but unfortunately not. But some blockbuster trades in the league. Actually, just one shocking trade that we will analyze very shortly. But let's just hop on over into the analysis. I am quite excited to where are we? There we are. Quite excited to dive into this one. We are looking at the standings right now. Kevin is crushing it. His team just looks really good. He's got at this point I was looking at the playoff percentages. Very interesting. He's got a 99% chance to make it, as well as Matt, myself, Jared, and Dunn are above 90. And then it gets interesting for who is going to be the 6th. Anything can happen. There's still lots of weeks left. I'm currently very afraid for my team. I'll explain that once we look at my box score. But I don't know. Very interesting to see. We see that we have the first 1,000-point hit of the year. Congratulations, Matt. And then we almost have 1,000 points against for Sternick. He'll probably hit that this week. And so that's very unfortunate for him, sitting at 3-5 with the most points against. But just jumping over quickly to the final standings projections, we've got Dunn in 3rd, myself in 4th, Jared in 5th, Sternick in 6th, Kevin obviously in 1st, Matt in 2nd, Brandon in 8th, Ben in 7th, and then Joe and Ari at 9 and 10. And so this is the blockbuster deal of the day. We've got Ari sending over Stephon Diggs and Jamal Williams to Sternick for DK Metcalf, Nick Chubb, and Cordero Patterson. So this is very interesting given that Ari has a 5% chance of making the playoffs this year. So maybe Ari's just beefing his team up for the losers bracket. Hopefully that he can get himself out of there, but I don't know. I don't know. I think that, it's a pretty even trade, to be honest. Like I'm not upset about it. Where was I just at? I'm not upset about it at all. But I think, I don't know. It's just interesting. We got number 1 running back for number 1 wide receiver with Jamal Williams, which I think is I think that's fair because Cordero Patterson's coming back. DK Metcalf's been doing all right. But it is interesting. I don't think any of those players are playing this week besides DK. So, I don't know. We'll see what happens, but that's clutch for Sternick. Sternick's going to be a force to be reckoned with at this point because I think he still has a great great team with that trade. So, jumping into the scoreboard, looking at week 8, I put up a stinker. I am fearing for my life a little bit. I've had 2 of my drafted running backs go out first with season-long injuries. Devontae Williams and J.K. Dobbins for the Ravens. Both of them are out. And I think I had one more that was put on IR, which sucks. So I'm kind of scrambling for a team each week. Right now, my team is carried by Allen, Hill, and Eckler, and if one of them suck, I lose. So I will be very grateful to get into the playoffs. I do not feel safe at all. Jared put up 120. Not much to say. You know what? Overall, we had a much better display of fantasy football this week than weeks past. Only 3 teams put up under 100. But the teams that put up 100 were doing 130, 140, 120, 2 140s this week. So I'm impressed with the boys. I'm not going to lie. But yeah, Rashad Bateman got hurt immediately, which sucked. And then everyone else kind of just did super average for me. So I don't have crap. I hope Kadarius Toney figures it out, but I still want Juju to do well. So I don't know. I'm kind of afraid right now. That being said, if anyone wants Hill or Eckler, I'm willing to look at some trade considerations. I also will be scouting to try and make some trades myself, but we will see. Looking over at Kevin and Dunn's game, I mean, what can you say? Kevin put up 143 points. McCaffrey had a passing touchdown, rushing touchdown, and a receiving touchdown. He had the trifecta, which is crazy. So he put up 36. And then A.J. Brown is a freak. Like, he's just, watching him play is wild. I don't even know what to say about that. And then he's got Swift on his bench, and jeez. Marcus Mariota's been going off. Dunn kind of just got, unfortunately, screwed by the fact that Kevin's team has just been going crazy. Looking over to Ari and Matt. Ari put up 84. Had a tough week, kind of like me. Matt put up, 136. What can you say? What? And no way. Did he put up 136 and not even play a full team? That is so stupid. Oh my, he is. Wow. All right. Fair play. That's crazy. I did not even realize that he put up 136 and didn't even start a full lineup. That is stupid. That's how much confidence. Wow, that's a slap in Ari's face. Jeez. All right. This game was so intense and fun to watch. I was on a call with Sternick rocking some MW2 when this was happening. Nick Chubb almost pulled it out, and then T. Higgins got a garbage time touchdown that meant absolutely nothing because the Bengals got waxed, and Joe wins. Which is so crazy. He got so lucky that T. Higgins got a random touchdown at the end of the game. He literally had 3 catches for 50 yards and a touchdown with the last, Sternick was heated. The fact that Chubb almost brought it back. But, you can look. Sternick has Derrick Henry, and then he traded away Chubb. He's chilling. It also sucks that Devontae Adams only got 0.7 points for him, so if that changes, he wins that game and scores 150. But, anyway, moving up to the slugfest, Ben's team putting up great points as well. So, Kamara had a field day. He scored 3 times, had almost 100 receiving yards on 10 catches, so that's kind of the Kamara that we're used to. Haven't seen him do that one time this year. Yeah, that's the recap. Looking into the scoreboard for week 9, I'm playing Kevin, which absolutely sucks for me. So I will be sitting at a cool 5-4, which I am not looking forward to. I've already admitted defeat this week because Kevin's team is just going stupid. Then you got Dunn and Ari, Brandon and Matt, which is kind of unfortunate for these guys because they kind of are. We're hitting the point in the season where these games are becoming must win for some of these guys in the lower tier, and even myself. I need a couple wins to just stay safe. And so Ari has to win his next game, I think, to really have a shot to get in the playoffs. Brandon has to win. Ben has to win. So it's coming down to the wire. We have 6 weeks left. But even so, if Ari wins 6 games, he'll be sitting at 7-7. And so, we'll see. We'll see what happens. We're going to have to keep an eye on that. And then we've got Joe and Jared and obviously Ben and Sternick, which that's going to be a very interesting game. See how their new players perform. But yeah, lots to talk about this week. Sorry for the longer video. 9 minutes, I know. It's a long watch. But hopefully you guys enjoyed the commentary and the analysis of what's going on in the league. Looking forward to what happens in week 9. Peace.